Okay, I think we're ready to go. Today is 12/13/2020. My name is Roger Weitzel. I'm here in Colorado Springs, and we are here to do some math. Today we're going to do an example of right angle trig. So let's get into it. I'm going to do a share screen here, and then we're going to look at this problem here. Now let's let's read the problem and see if we can figure out what we need to do here. It says, while waiting for her sister to finish her bungee jump, you decide to figure out how tall the platform is she's jumping off. You are standing 20 feet from the base of the platform, and the angle of elevation from your position to the top of the platform is 62 degrees. How many feet tall is the platform? So we need to identify a few things here. Let's try to figure out what we know. So we know that there is a platform. I am just going to represent it as a rectangle. So let us go to a rectangle and let us just make a, so this is the so at the top of this is the platform. So let's just draw in a line here. So we need probably this right here is going to represent how far are you from the base of this. And let's just draw you right here. Okay, so you're looking up at this thing, and it is, we are just going to say that so your line of sight, I guess we're going to have to add your height to the, I don't think they were asking for that in the problem. But just practically speaking, if they're talking about this angle, they're saying that the angle is 62 degrees. So let's go ahead and put in 62 degrees. And I haven't used these equation figures here. So we want degrees. And we want 62 degrees. All right. What else do we know here? We know the distance, this distance here. So let's put that in. What is that distance? You are standing 200 feet from the base. So we're going to put in 200 feet. And what we're going to calculate is the height. So what we're trying to figure out is this distance here. Whew, that's a terrible line. So we want to know this height. All right, we are going to use right angle trig here. So we are going to use our little crutch here. We're going to say, so I'm going to do this in capital letters. So, ka, to, and again, just to refresh your memory, this is just our little crutch for remembering the ratios of a right triangle. So S is opposite of our hypotenuse. C is cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. This line is just driving me crazy, so let's get rid of that. Let's put in what we know here, or let's label the sides. I guess that's what I mean. We are going to say, in reference to this angle right here, this is opposite. This is adjacent. And this is hypotenuse. So in order to solve this, we want to take what we know, which is this, and figure out which one includes the one we don't know, which is that one. And we're going to call that the height. So we have opposite and adjacent. Those are combined with tangent. So we're going to use that formula. So we are going to say tangent of 62 is equal to the height. Let's go back to the little letters here. The height divided by the adjacent, which is 200 feet. All right, we have a little algebraic expression. So what we're going to do is to just set this up so that we can cross multiply. We have h over 200 on this side. That's the same as tangent over 1. So then I'm going to cross multiply and cross multiply. So what that'll give me is h times 1 is h, and then we'll have tangent of 62 degrees times the 200 feet. So h is going to equal, now putting it in on the calculator it's a little bit tricky. So we're going to just do 62 tangent and then multiply that by 200. I get that this is 376.15. So that's what I get on my calculator. I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth. And this is what I got. So now I'm going to uncover my answers. I'm going to see if any of these match. Lo and behold, that one matches. So I'm going to say that is our answer. Quick review here. We set this up as a right triangle. We're doing right angle trig, which means we have to have a 90-degree angle. There's our 90-degree angle. Once we have that, we can set up the ratios of the sides. The opposites of the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. Then we decide which angle we're talking about. We're talking about this angle. In regards to that, this is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side. We used our SOHCAHTOA. We identified which one combined the two sides that we wanted to deal with. This is the one we're looking for. This is the one we know. So we know we're going to use tangent. So we said tangent of 62 is equal to h over 200. That gave us this expression. So h is equal to 376.15. So here's your sister up here, brave little thing. And she's just going to jump. Ooh. And I'm not sure how far down she goes, but she is standing on a platform that's 376 feet. So hopefully the bungee cord is shorter than that. All right, that's it for this session. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to say, hey, have a great day. And we're going to stop recording.